Hey. Hi, I'm Dezzi Pixels, and I help artists find clients and build businesses online. In today's video, we're going to discuss messaging frameworks and how you can use it to add consistency to your messaging for your target audience. We're going to answer, what is a messaging framework? How do you find your core messages for your audience? And how you can convey your messages in an analytical or emotional level. We will take all that information for next week, where we'll put together our brand book and really start getting into the identifiers, our logos, websites, and such for your business. Now, for the first question, what is a messaging framework? A messaging framework is meant to add consistency to your copy, marketing materials, and any additional people you want to bring on your project. What a messaging framework is, hey, I got it written up here, don't pay attention. Your messaging framework is your brand's unique promise and differentiators that you will show to your audience. So the whole point of when you're coming up with your messaging framework is for the long term of running your business. So after a while, you'll get your ball rolling, start getting clients, start dealing with more people, and eventually you might want to scale. Having your core messages written down and knowing what you're trying to do with your business is what's going to keep your goals on track, and is going to help keep your target audience there with you, because you are consistent with your messaging. You're consistent with what you bring them. Your core messages should be there to help your audience. Your core messaging framework is what's going to keep you and your business consistent. These are your main goals that you're trying to get done with your business. These are things such as, what change are you trying to see in the world? How can you help your audience? How can you change their life? These are the type of things that you want to put inside your core messaging when you really think about them. Next, what are the core messages you want to communicate to your audience? Now, we touched upon this a little bit before in our previous section, where the main thing you want to keep in mind with your core messages is this is how you help your clients and your audience. Your core messages is the change you want to see in the world. And this should be very specific to your business and be very specific to your audience. This is why we did so much preliminary work with coming up with our audience personas during our SWOT analysis. We want to see what promises people are already making to your audience and see how you can make different promises to help them out a different way. Again, talking about like a couple weeks ago, you want to find your unique position. So you want to have your unique promises that resonate with your audience so that they keep coming back to you for the help that you provide them. This is the area that you really want to be passionate about. When you're out there and you're communicating your core messages, this is what's going to have people buy in to what you're trying to do. So you need to be passionate about it. This needs to be something that you believe in so you can actually tell it to people and not feel like you're lying. Because the thing is, if you try to do all this and your heart isn't behind it, it's not in it, it's going to come across as shallow. It's going to come across as grifty and that you're just trying to get over on people. And the thing is, people can smell that. That comes out after the course of years. You might get people in the beginning that believe you and doesn't need as much convincing, but those aren't the people who's going to stay around after a while. You need to be conscious of that, and that's why you're making your core that's why you're making your core messages go straight to the point of how you're trying to help people, because you should be passionate about how you're helping people. I don't see why you would get into art or do any of this if you didn't have an invested interest in making things that other people find beautiful. Now, for next week, you have homework. Alright, so for this week, your homework is to find your 3 core messages for your art business. I want you to consult your audience persona guide, your human brand persona that we talked about the other weeks, and the competitive analysis. And I want you to really look at this. Get to the core messages that all these other competitors in your market are offering to your niche. Get in there, do that research, work, and comparison, and bring that back next week. Next week, we're going to take all the information since I started this channel, our audience brand persona, our competitive analysis, our audience discovery worksheet, all that, and I'm going to tell you how to put that together in a nice, easily referenced document. So later, when we're doing other parts of your business development and other parts for your art services, I will mention these and you can reference them later. So, thanks for coming and joining me this week. I know this video is kind of short, but I figured I would keep it short after the last video was 16 minutes because I had to rattle off a whole list of brand archetypes. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great weekend. I'll see y'all next week. And this has been your girl, Dezzi Pixels, and I'm out, bitches. Bye!